When we go back in time, all the way back to 2015, Riven used to be one of the most popular champions in the entire game. Her play rate peaked over 25%, which is absolutely insane considering her ban rate at the time easily hit over 25% as well. However, as time continued, her play rate consistently dropped over the years and is now reaching a set 5% play rate. What happened to Riven, and is she still worth playing in the future? Today, I'll share everything I know. Before we cover the issues about Riven, there's actually a much bigger problem about the game itself that forces characters like Riven to become a dead champion. The problem exists within the new champions that are released. Nowadays, new champions have way too many passives and resets in their new set of abilities. A great example is Akshan, Viego, and Samara. They've made these champions literally so overpowered, it's just less appealing to play older champions like Riven. Let's take a look at Akshan's passive specifically. Akshan's passives gives you an additional second hint after a delay. If you move immediately afterwards, he will gain a bonus movement speed decaying over 1 second. His second additional hit also applies on hit effects and can also crit strike as well. Now, auto attacks and abilities also grant you a shield after stacking the passive 3 times. Also, the third stack consumes them and deals bonus magic damage. This is literally just the passive from Akshan. And if we take a look at Riven's passive instead, all it provides is more damage. This is why it's far less appealing to play Riven for many people, because the new champions are already perfectly designed for the next 100 years to come. Now, let's dive a bit deeper in the current problems of Riven. The main reason why people lost interest in playing this champ is due to the amount of time she takes to be fully mastered. Now, as for myself, it definitely took me a couple months to understand how Riven should be played, and another few months to learn her combos and perform well in my games. I'm a really fast learner, and it certainly wasn't easy to get into when I first started. Now, many people don't have the dedication to master a champ, and this makes it much more appealing to play new champions instead. Again, most of the new champs are completely overpowered anyway, so it makes a lot of sense. Another big reason for the downfall of Riven are the content creators. Back in the day, you've had many streamers playing Riven consistently every single day. Think of BoxBox, Best Riven NA, Rufen, and many more. Most of them don't play Riven or League anymore. This easily turns even more people away from playing this champ. Now, thankfully, you still have streamers like Adrian Riven, Viper, General Sniper, and even myself. However, some of them don't play Riven as often anymore, and this causes a big downfall in the play rate of Riven. Back in the day, Riven was a lot more exciting to play. She was a very high risk, high reward champ where if you managed to win lane, you could easily win the game 1 versus 9 afterwards. Now, Riven's playstyle was a lot more enjoyable as you didn't have to rely on shredding tanks. Instead, you play like an assassin, and you could make amazing plays with your combos and burst your enemies. Now, unfortunately, this is no longer the standard in the season we live in today. Now we build a lot more tanky, and there's a lot less flashy plays in general. It's just less exciting. When we take a look at the newer champions, however, they have the perfect design, and they do exactly that, like bursting enemies, making flashy plays, and all that stuff. This again makes Riven less fun to play and makes new champions just much more exciting to get into. Now, despite Riven's massive downfall in popularity, her win rate is still absolutely insane. She's able to hold a win rate around 50% consistently and often way above that. She's also one of the few champions in League that has never been bad. Even when the meta is completely against her, she's still able to hold up quite easily. If you're looking for a top laner that you want to main, I would definitely recommend Riven right now, as her play rate is very low in comparison with many other top laners, and she's incredibly strong no matter what team comp you have. Now, Riven is also strong at any moment in the game. Whether it's early game, mid-late game, or team fighting, she's great at everything. She's one of the best champs to snowball during lane phase, as well as a great champ for split pushing, and Riven also has endless ways to carry and win a teamfight. She can also fit multiple roles in the game. Think of assassins, tanks, ADCs, and bruisers. Riven can be built in many different ways, and this makes her an excellent pick for many years to come. Let's talk about Riven's design a bit more. Even though not many people play her at this moment, things might change again in the near future. Riven's design still holds up pretty well to today's standards. Her dashes, her stuns, the scaling, and everything makes her a very viable champ. This is great for new players that want to get into Riven because outdated champs have a huge risk at being reworked in the near future. Think about champions like Nocturne, for example. This champ functions pretty well in the current meta. However, despite still doing well, you can clearly tell that Nocturne is super outdated. Riot has been looking into reworking Nocturne for a while now, and knowing this might happen in the near future, there's simply no point investing time into learning the champ when it gets changed anyways. Thankfully, Riven doesn't fall into this category because she doesn't feel outdated at all. Riot even created a champ that works very similar like Riven, which is Aatrox. Now, this brings us back to the final question of today's video. Despite Riven dropping in popularity, is she still worth playing in the future? I'd say yes. Especially now that her play rate went down, that means you're able to play Riven a lot more. And the chances of ban rates increasing is a lot smaller. This makes her an excellent pick to main right now, especially if you take your time and master her combos and learn how to play her flawlessly in lane as well as the late game. You can get extremely far with her, and climbing from low to high elo is definitely not an issue at all. If you ever make it to high elo as Riven, she's one of the best champions you could play right now. You'd be surprised how many high elo Riven mains currently exist on the EWest server and the NA server alone. The whole challenger ladder is literally full of them. And even though if you are a low elo player and you're looking for a champion that can carry, Riven has all the tools needed to 1v9. Also, even though Riven is a very hard champ to master and takes a lot of time to play properly, don't let anyone force you to play other champs. Just because Riven is not a big meta champ right now does not mean that it's a bad champ. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. I'm thinking of making this a new series and covering other champs as well. Now, I have a question to you guys. What do you guys think of people quitting Riven? Is it because of the new champs, or have people simply become tired of this champ? I'd like to know about your opinions. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.